Powerful energetic point. Good. This is awesome. This is so awesome. I'm excited. Let me just share a little bit about the inspiration for today's event. It was a wild journey to get here now, but such a beautiful one. Um, those of you may or may not know, I've been dabbling in the quantum healing hypnotherapy world. It's Dolores Cannon's work. Oh, thank you. And all of the fields, yes. Full spectrum. Beautiful. So my work with the quantum healing hypnotherapy has been wild and so invigorating. I've had the opportunity to work with several star beings. My inspiration for today's event came from the Mintakans, the Andromedans, the Syrians, the Pleiadians, and the Antarians. And I was told by these beings, my higher self, my guides, go, you got to share this, what you're doing with the water. You have to share this. And then this week, when I decided to go on the line, the internet in my space decided not to work. In fact, it's been 9 days. I've been without internet and barely any phone service. So I was intrigued by the dichotomy of these energies and the pushback, because I was so sure that today was the day the event had to take place, and just scrounging around to figure it all out with limited bandwidth. It was wild. But that being said, it's beautifully in a line. Today's a powerful portal, 42424. This is an amplification portal because 2 to 4, right? It jumps up, so it doubles itself as it moves. And in astrology, this is kind of a void day. And the void is where the quantum field exists. So within that void space and within the quantum field, we are infinite. And I just want to tell everyone here, whether you're on the live stream with us or whether you'll be tuning in from a future timeline, make your intention to be here and now, in present, and tune into the energy of the now. All you have to do is intend, and bloop, you will be activated within all of the energies that we're going to be creating here today. So go ahead and make your intention now. I am here, I am now, whatever feels good for you. If you want to put it in the text, technology is interesting. It has a way of amplifying itself, right? And when our carbon forms and biology works with the technical quantum, it's a double dose of amplification power. So if at any time here today, you're feeling called to say something, to affirm, whatever it is, go ahead and put it in the chat and just allow it to amplify. So that will be our intention. If it's a word, if it's an affirmation, and I always offer and invite you to say affirmations out loud. There will be parts during this healing that I'm going to go into affirmations, and I invite you to repeat them. Whether that's out loud or in your just in your world, in your head. Either way, go ahead and just repeat what feels best for you. Yeah? All right. So I think we're going to get started officially. And I'm so grateful for you all being here today, now, with me in this moment. It's been a long time coming. I've been asked to share for several months now, and it's finally here. Yes, girl, I'm here. I am now. I receive. Beautiful. It's been a long time coming, but it's perfectly aligned. The full moon last night is in alignment with Antares. Antares is a constellation in our galaxy. It's a stargate. And it's right on top or in alignment with the Scorpio constellation. So Antares is actually inside that constellation. And Antares is basically the stargate of our galaxy. The beings that live there are mantis beings. And weirdly enough, I used to be terrified of mantises. Praying mantises were always in my world. They were always showing up, and they were so like, right, official. Great, I'm here. And they're so in almost like they have this presence to them. Well, the mantis beings of Antares look a little bit different than they do here. They're about 11 to 15 feet tall, and they are the gatekeepers of our galaxy. And that being said, we're going to call in the Antares beings here a little bit later on, and they're going to assist us in mixing our cosmic waters with our sacred waters here on Earth. So a little bit of outline, we're going to go through some exercises. We're going to connect in with our bodies. And then we'll see. So I invite you right now to go ahead and take a nice deep inhale. And exhale, just letting the energy go. 2 more. Go ahead and inhale beautifully through the nose. And just letting it go, letting your day go, letting any tension, tightness, or discomfort in the body go. It's not needed. Just release and allow it to release. Good. Now, go ahead and start to rub your hands together. Now, what this does is it allows us to feel our life force energy, our chi. And it's essentially kinetic energy. Kinetic energy is energy that stays in motion. And as you start to rub your hands together, I want you to listen to the sound it makes. And also feel the sensation of your hands. Feeling the skin kind of frictionize on the skin and feeling the heat as we create this kinetic energy together. Continuing to breathe, and on your next inhale, I just want you to open your hands just a little bit and feeling that beautiful chi. Now, for some of you, it might feel hot. For others, it could feel cold. It could feel tingly, prickly, kind of as you pulse this energy, it can kind of feel sticky or like magnetized. Either your hands want to come together, but they feel this beautiful expansive energy. Now, whatever it is you feel is perfectly fine. And if you don't really feel anything, that's okay too. Just intend to be here now. I always like to start my sessions, my classes, my workshops with an intention. And so whatever we speak through our intention creates itself. Beautiful. Aloha, Renee. Glad you're here. Where are you tuning in from? So whatever you believe and intend, we are spellcasters. They call it spelling for a reason, because there is a powerful vibration with words. So it's important we start learning how to speak intentionally. And so I invite you to feel the energy between your hands as we begin to add in more words. We're going to start with gratitude. I intend to connect in with the energies of gratitude. Love, laughter, wisdom, reverence, determination, and just feel what happens to your hands. What I notice is my hands become more intensified. And in fact, I start to feel the vibration traveling up my arms and into my elbows. And that's the idea here, allowing that energy to expand within you, expand within your system. So, love, laughter, play, ecstatic bliss, joy, happiness, freedom, peace, all of these beautiful intentions, I allow myself to receive. And go ahead when you're ready, take a deep inhale and place your hand right over left, or left over right, and breathe in those energies into your heart. As you inhale, feel as the energy starts to expand throughout your body. And as you exhale, allowing it to move into your neck, around the back of your head. Again, inhaling, expanding the energy from your heart. Exhaling, allowing it to move down into your arms, down into your abdomen, into your beautiful lower body, into your legs, making its way down your legs, continuing to breathe and expand this loving energy all the way down to your feet. Yes. And then feel as that energy goes into the ground, connecting with Mother Gaia. Beautiful. Allow your breath to guide you. Now, before we move into our next exercise, is there anything anyone wants to add into our intention? Feel free to put it in the chat, using that modality to amplify our signal as a collective, amplifying our hearts. Abundance. I am love. I am pregnant. Oh, beautiful. You can always continue to add in your intention as we go forward, but right now I'd like you to close your eyes and just take some breaths and imagine here and now yourself becoming water. Water is the closest thing on our earth to pure consciousness. And pure consciousness we've all experienced every single time we've returned to our source energy. So we come into this physical body and we're fairly limited in our 3D realm, what we can bring into the physical. But the most part of you is still that source consciousness, which is pure love, unconditional love. It only exists in that truest form. So imagining yourself as water connects you deeply to that idea that you are pure consciousness. I am divine light. I welcome pure consciousness to flow through me. As you feel like water, I want to invite you to play with the different forms of water. The polarity between some rushing rapids and what that feels like versus stillness. Begin to tune in first to that stillness point. You're just floating in the water, imagining yourself light, lifted, vibrant. You're just flowing and floating. Once you can allow yourself to go into that space, go ahead and shift rapidly into the racing waters. Yes. Aloha, Jody. Thank you for coming. But what does that racing water invite out of you? What does maybe a waterfall possibly feel like as you're falling, infinitely and endlessly falling, and becoming again the pure source? Now I'd like to tap into the energies of flow. Because in my opinion, flow is the most delicious state of beingness. When you are in flow, in alignment, everything just creates so effortless. This synchronicities begin to align, begin to flow. So imagine yourself in that flow right now. And I want you to use your nose to create a shape with me. Does everyone know what the infinity sign looks like? Infinity. If you don't, can you see that? This is the shape I invite you to make. And this might feel a little bit silly at first. But you just take your nose and you can close your eyes, and the only one that can be seen here is me, so I'll be the silly one, and just start to make that shape using your nose as the pencil. And as you start to make this shape, I notice my body start to fall from one side to the other. It starts to shift the weight a little bit. So I'm rocking back and forth, creating that beautiful infinity sign. And from this flow, imagine that feeling rippling now through your body, and you start to just feel this infinite, beautiful place of flow. Because energy wants to move, and emotions are simply that, energy in motion. And as you start to feel that infinite flow, your body starts to calibrate to that movement. And your body really likes this movement. It's a very natural state. Everything in the universe can come down to infinity, the infinity sign. That's how energy likes to dance. That's how I like to dance too, because Zouk is a Brazilian form of dance, and it's based on the infinity flow movement. So there's beautiful, just flowing movements all the time. Your whole body, your hips, your neck. And just feel what that feels like. And I invite you to share in the chat the emotion that comes through with this movement. I find myself feeling very tuned in and connected and aligned. Yes, beautiful. I am connected. Now, water also has this way of retaining memory. And that's why, in my opinion, water is the coolest substance on all the planets. Okay? It just is. It's so cool. Water has traveled, over that. Water, that's all it does, is it continues to travel around the world, doing what it does, from rivers to tree beds, sharing its wisdom and sharing its knowledge as it interweaves and interflows and just connects with all of life. It is our life force. Our bodies are mostly water. And this idea that water can retain memory, when I learned of this, I got really intrigued, and I started working specifically with the waters. And I would talk to my water. I would start to do intentions with my water. I would offer my water prayer and offerings. And if I was having a hard time clearing something or releasing a block, I would ask the water, please allow me to clear and purify my system. And then as I drank the water, tears would flow, allowing my body to release all that does not serve me. So I want to invite you to the idea that whatever you intend into your water, speak into your water, will remember. And today we're going to connect in with not only the physical water on our planet, on Mother Gaia, but the waters within our bodies, and then the cosmic waters from the universe. And we're going to allow all of them to entangle together. How's everybody feeling? I want to check in with you. Go ahead and put it in the comments. And then we're going to do an exercise. Don't be scared now. You can. All right. So all things flow through universe, and you are the universe within. Relaxed and chill. Beautiful. That's what the flow water do. Thank you for being here, Scott. So remembering that the you-inverse is how we become more connected and how we create the external world. It is very powerful to place your intention on something. And through that intention and that focus, it creates. So that is how pure consciousness works. It's like water. It's always flowing. Our reality, believe it or not, is much more malleable than we even understand, because we're all observing what we see. When we offer our attention or our focus to what we see, it crystallizes, which means it stops and it stabilizes. So the idea of the quantum field is that all energies are dancing and moving all the time. And it's not until we offer our attention and our focus that they materialize. So as you start to work with these frequencies of this flow and this water, I want to invite an idea that imagine your life and everything that's going on, right? And there's a hell lot of shit going on, right? In our personal lives, on the collective, and I'm feeling it all. So beautiful to feel as a human. That's what we came here to do. So imagine as you're now beginning to place your focus upon things, imagine your world is like a movie. Now, in this movie, we've never seen the end, so we don't know what's going to happen. And this particular movie is very heartfelt, it's very exciting, it's very intriguing, and we're just pressing play and watching as our reality or the movie plays out. Yeah? Now, when you see something that feels good or like, ooh, bubbles, or, whatever that might be for you, whenever I see bubbles, I'm boom right there. I'm like, bubbles, like a little kid again, just running around, loving it. So I would press pause on my movie because I'm enjoying this experience. I'm playing in the bubbles, I'm flowing with them, I'm popping them, I'm dodging and weaving through all the bubbles. And on to the next thing. As the bubbles flow off into existence, okay, I'll press play again. And so we just continue to watch the movie. Let it play. Let the consciousness continue to move. Let the energies continue to move. But what most of us do is we end up pressing pause on the crap that doesn't feel good, on the angst, on the anger, on the energies of sorts that just make us get a little crazy. Or if that annoying person over there, all my attention is on them. So you've essentially crystallized and stopped and paused the experience of the unwanted. Okay? Accountability for your energy is what this is about. So, redirecting your focus then is how you get your way out of there. Or just letting the situation play out without attaching any sort of focus or thoughts or energy to it. And the next thing you know, that annoying thing that was just irritating is gone. It disappears. Wow. Because you are now placing your focus on a different aspect in the timeline. So I do want to talk a little bit about timelines, because when you start to awaken and your consciousness rises, you have the ability to start perceiving in different states of being. And there are infinite timelines. So the past, the present, and the future all exist now. And wherever your focus goes is what timeline you are creating in. So essentially, every truth exists, and we need to stop arguing with people over what their truth is, because in their timeline, in their perception, in their now, that is their truth, and they're allowed to have whatever truth they want. We need to start aligning with the similarities, not the oppositions, because all truths exist. There are infinite amounts of timelines. In fact, every time you have a big decision to make, should I move? Should I stay? Should I have a baby? Should I not? Should I, whatever it is, should I take this job? Shouldn't I? What happens is the timeline splits, a parallel version of you then jumps in to another parallel timeline. So you're essentially living out the choice that you didn't make, but it doesn't appear that way because your focus is on the timeline now. I hope any of that is making sense. If you're with me, give me an aloha in the chat. So we exist in the one that we choose to perceive. Yes, we exist in the one that we choose to perceive. We are multidimensional. And allowing ourselves to have this power of choice. Yes, aloha. Allow, oh, beautiful blessings, dear Beth. Thank you for being with us here. Where are you tuning in from? Oh, so happy. I'm so blessed and grateful. I was so excited to be here with you guys today, and it was so hard to get to this moment, and now we're here. So, as a collective, we need to start honoring a timeline. Texas, we've got so much beautiful axis energy. I don't know if anybody's into astrology, but this astrology is epic. This month, particularly with the eclipse going over the United States, and then last year, and boom, we have someone representing the very, very center of the ley line. And I'm so excited because we've got representation of all of it. We've got Canada, we've got Hawaii, we've got Florida. So this is epic. This is so epic. We're calling in these energies together to heal this grid, the energetic grid. And wow, is it a glorious new earth already? Oh, happy new earth, my beloveds. It's really, really beautiful. Allowing the tears to flow. Allowing that beauty to come through us, because I see the new earth already. I've been seeing it for a long time. We've successfully shifted timelines. We have. There's enough power united in this that we have already successfully shifted. There is nothing to worry about. I only see the amazing abundant freedom, peace, loving infinity that is within all of us. So together, let's now join in that intention to perceive New Earth as simply that, an incredible, beautiful place where we all deserve everything and anything we've ever desired. When you decided to come into physical form and you took your first breath, that was you claiming your birthright. A lot of us had to go through a whole bunch of horrible, really, really messed up conditioning and programming. But the basis of who you are in your core and all that you are is divine. And your divine birthright is abundance, is freedom, is peace, is love. It's all of those things. I am now ready to step into my highest potential. Again, feeling free to repeat anything you hear that empowers you. I stand in my full truth. I am authentically me. I claim my birthright. I trust myself fully, and I know I am divinely guided. I have now returned to my divine alignment. So I invite you all to claim that divinity now and believing that you are source energy. Breathe and believe, and you shall receive. Oh, yes. Ah, beautiful. I'm going to get a sip of water. So who has their water with them? Well, I've got my moon water. I don't know if I showed you guys. And I got my other water. A little bit of background on water. I've started working with the waters pretty intensely, maybe like 3 years ago. And I started just, talking to the water, getting up close and personal with the water. And now I'm to the point where I structure my water, I magnetize it, I hydronize it, I purify it. And if we have a full moon, I moon charge it. And since I began working with the water specifically, the amount of power in creation, in manifestation has jumped. Yes. It is a highly, highly powerful amplification tool. And it might not be one that like every day we think of, right? Oh, the water, So this workshop or this gathering is just meant to bring more awareness to not only our water, but allowing what the water can offer us in taking us into our dreamscapes and our highest potentials. Whatever timeline that you perceive as being your ultimate glory or ultimate desires, claim it now. I release all fear and allow my body to return to its natural state. I receive everything that allows me to expand my heart into boundless love. My entire system is in perfect harmony and balance. Yes. So we're going to now bring in the water. Before we shift into the actual quantum healing prayer, are there any questions? Are there any comments? Please feel free to engage in the chat. I would love to hear from you. I'm used to working with on-screen people, so this chat thing is new. It's interesting. But please feel free to engage, ask any questions, anything your heart desires. Okay. So we're going to start now with the water healing prayer. And before we go, I want to explain a couple things that I'm going to invite you to do throughout this experience. Now, we're going to be calling in a stargate. If you have never seen a stargate or have heard of what a stargate is, it's a geometric, sacred. Okay, beautiful question. Okay, I'm going to shift. So, Lauren asked, how do I structure the water? So I do have a machine for the magnetizing and the hydronizing. And, structured water is super, super hot right now. But I want you, if this is kind of calling you and you're thinking of, getting one of these machines that can help you in your water, to do your research and make sure you're purchasing one that actually says what it's supposed to do. There's a lot of stuff on the market that doesn't. And, I've just started with the structuring of the water, so that's kind of like really intense where my water is. But I invite you just to start with speaking intention and blessing into your water. Once you become more connected with it, you can add in those other layers of the purifying and the magnetizing and the hydronizing. But to simplify for today, and you can always reach out with more questions on what do I use and how does it work and everything. But for the intention today, and to get started in your own water journey, power of intention is enough. It's all enough, no matter what you do. Thank you for that question. Any other questions? The question is that similar to alkaline? No, because alkaline water has a different function and purpose for your physical body. And I find that more of a pH and alkaline balance is best. So some of that alkaline water has a very different kind of mission per se. But hydronized water, in fact, it is empowered with antioxidants. So when I noticed in my own body when I started doing the hydronized, and they magnetize it so it infuses the hydrogen even more intensely. And what I noticed is I have more energy. My body just feels a little more alive. Like I feel just healthy and strong. And I didn't do anything other than hydronize my water. Kangen. I'm unfamiliar with Kangen. So, yeah. So, Beth, if you want to explain more, or we'll just shift and we can talk about that directly. So, if you all are ready to move into the quantum healing prayer, give me, oh, Japanese. Yeah, I'm not familiar at all with that. Hey, maybe another possible research. I love researching. Yeah. But I invite you to check in with yourself. When you really check in and you're in alignment with your highest self is just whispering the answers in your ear. So if your body is saying you need alkaline water, give your body alkaline water. If your body is needing a different, then do that. But I want to reel that in for now and get back into the focus of simply intention. Because all things aside, that's the physical aspect of ourselves, right? That's the 3D aspect. But the reality is we are so much more than our physical. And sometimes we live in this physical world, we get too caught up in that idea that I have to be physical, but it's about intention. In the etheric body, in the emotional body, and the mental body, it's about intention. And whatever intention you're consuming is literally becoming part of your cells and intermixing with your own cosmic water. And the water actually surrounds your spine and your DNA. And our DNA was actually upgraded over 200,000 years ago. The Pleiadian mothers came down and offered us their blessings. We were at that time too far in our left brain. We were falling out of balance. We were choosing to suppress our emotions. Kind of a lot like the world we live in now. People would rather push them away than feel them. But again, energy in motion stays in motion. Your energy, your emotions, they want to move. When they get trapped in the body, or if you're angry and you just pretend and you don't, you just pretend it doesn't exist, the energy gets trapped. And they don't like that because its whole intention of being is to move. And so as we start to work with the waters and our emotions more, we allow them to move. But 200,000 years ago, we were living in perfect harmony and balance with Mother Earth. And that's when our star families were actually living here with us. They taught us compassion, empathy, how to unconditionally love ourselves, and they actually upgraded our DNA. We have 24 chromosomes. The 24th is actually multidimensional. So in the physical plane, it's invisible, it doesn't exist. Hence why we were always taught there are only 23. But the more people who are awakening and raising their vibrations, we're allowing access to this new frequency. And that's really why we're here today, because this process is going to mix with the DNA in our spine, mixing in the crystallization of our 24th chromosome. So you will be able to start perceiving higher states of consciousness simply by intending to do so. All it takes is breathe and believe. Okay. So during the healing prayer, which we're about to get into, I want to talk about a stargate. So a stargate is a sacred geometry structure that has its own consciousness. If you've never seen a stargate, that's okay. I want you to visualize a pyramid, okay? And when we get to that part in the journey, just go ahead and visualize yourself in a pyramid. There's no worries to know what a stargate is, but I'm going to use that word so we start being more comfortable with that word, because there are stargates all over this planet. Our chakras are stargates, and these are actually essentially really powerful portals that we can use to help us find the timeline that feels best. So when we think about the past and we're all like, the timeline, that's because we're choosing to perceive it. But when we can pursue that other state, bloop, new earth creates, yeah? Okay, so go ahead and have your water nearby. The first thing we're gonna do is get that beautiful chi energy going again. So those of you who know me, I love my chi balls. It is a beautiful way to find center, to connect in with presence, to be here now. So again, just start to create that friction and that heat. And when you're ready, on your inhale, go ahead and open your hands. We're going to start speaking to the water now. I bless this water and all of Earth's waters with pure love and light. I bless this water and all of Earth's waters with pure life force energy. I'm raising the vibration to the highest frequencies, allowing every cell in my body to calibrate, to love, laughter, play, ecstatic feelings, peace, bliss, joy, inspiration, creativity, happiness, determination, clarity, focus. I am calm. I am clear. I am decisive. I see it and I know it. My intuition is my superpower. I am balanced. I am centered. I am grounded. I am stabilized in my vibration. I am rooted deep into Mother Gaia and anchored into the crystalline energetic grid. So as you feel the energy start to move through you, I want you to call in Mother Earth. I call for the energetics of Mother Earth to come up through the floor into my physical body. And you can make this call for yourself or just do it in your mind. And as you call for Mother Earth's energies, just feel, simply being present with what you're feeling. And I feel Mother Gaia's nurturance, her warmth, her compassion, her wisdom, her unconditional love. And I take these energies into my physical body, connecting deep into the energetic grid. Are you feeling it? And it's okay if you don't feel anything too. Your presence and your intention is still very powerful. And now we're going to call in an etheric stargate to come down around you in your living space now. I call for an etheric, beautiful, lit up, shining golden pyramid of light, encapsulating my entire physical body within its structure. I'm calling for the activation of my etheric stargate in all of the pyramids and sacred sites now. And remember, just by intending to connect in, you're with that energy. And just feel, continuing to breathe. We're going to ask the stargate to start vibrating at a frequency in the 5th dimension. I'm calling the stargate to rise in its vibration from the 5th dimension to the 7th dimension, where we hold for a moment. Allowing yourself to feel the shifts. They can be very subtle. You're calibrating to a new essence of being, yeah? Breathing and believing. I call for the etheric stargate to continue to rise its vibration to the 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, and now pausing again here at the 12th dimension. I call for a 12th dimension, strong energetic field. And just notice what is happening within your body. Noticing the subtle shifts in your energetic flow. Noticing yourself calibrating to these high dimensional energies. The 12th dimension is very close to pure consciousness. Wow, yes, feel whatever you're feeling and allow it to come through. This is a lot of energy, and it might come through for you in various ways, and just be willing to receive. And also ask for permission. I receive. So now we're going to call in the beings from Antares, the gatekeepers of our galaxy. Please allow us to ask within your mind's eye now. Great beings of Antares, please allow us access to the cosmic waters and assist us in the clearing, healing, and purification of our Earth's waters. Imagining a beautiful rainbow, crystalline, shimmering light coming down through the cosmic energies into your crown chakra. Feeling that rainbow crystalline energy as it makes its way down into your neck and your spine. making its way, swirling around your spinal column, making its way down through all of your chakras, activating the third eye, activating the throat, activating the heart, activating your solar plexus, activating your sacral chakra, activating your root chakra, and allowing the rainbow light to continue its way down into your legs, down into the floor, connecting yet again with Mother Gaia, linking us from the Antares Stargate portal into our Earth's energies, allowing yourself to feel this beautiful rainbow crystalline vibration. It's vibrant, it's shimmering, it's shining, it's flowing through you, swirling, snaking down, intermingling with your own water in your body, allowing that beautiful, beautiful infinity sign, and your spine is right in the middle. I allow this cosmic energy to entangle with the waters in my physical form. I am activated. My entire system is perfect harmony and balance. I stay present in my energy and I allow the magic to unfold. My heart is open and I allow myself to receive divine guidance, love, and support. I claim my full power now. I have returned to my divine alignment, my natural state of beingness. My life is filled with abundance. And as I say this, please use the I am statements to honor yourself. My life is filled with abundance. Everywhere I look, there's an abundance of love, connection, compassion, vitality, mindfulness, thoughtfulness, caring people all around me. I have an abundance of love and energy, vitality, health, wellness. I have an abundance of laughter, play, dance, music. I have an abundance of food, fresh fruits and vegetables, purified, clear water. I have an abundance of fresh air to breathe. I have an abundance of success and prosperity. I have an abundance of love and money. Both come easily. And take ownership of this beautiful abundance that you welcome into your body. Now, taking a moment to truly honor your body within these frequencies, and let's start with our hands. Just taking a moment and feel your hands, connecting with your hands, and appreciating your hands. Thank you. Thank you for all the work that you do. I love you. Honoring your physical body is you honoring the planet. When you choose to work with the sacred waters and allow the emotions to clear, you're actually releasing the pollutants and toxins and even the trauma signatures of our Mother Earth itself. So let's honor our body fully, continuing to make your way down and just squeeze and feel Whatever sensation feels good for you, maybe it's light and tickly, but squeeze it and appreciate your arms. They work so hard. They do so many amazing things. I love my shoulders, my arms, my elbows, my hands, my fingers. Thank you. I love you. I love my toes, my feet, my ankles, my shins, my calves, my knees. Thank you for all that you do. I love you. I love my hips, my thighs, my butt, my womb, my waist, my spine. Thank you for all that you do. I love you. I love my chest, my breasts, my shoulders, my neck, my head, my heart, my brain, my hair, my ears, my eyes, my nose, my lips, my teeth, my chin, my cheeks. Thank you for all that you do. I love you. Thank you to all of my organs. Every cell in my body is filled with the highest frequencies of love light. With every breath of oxygen, I take in the magic of oxygenating my organs, my brain, my heart, my blood, my bones, my ligaments, my joints, my muscles. Every system in my body is working in perfect harmony and balance. My body is in optimal states of functioning. I am timeless. I am youthful. I am new. My cells regenerate and rejuvenate, and I'm constantly in a state of renewal, filled with vitality and love. Thank you, my beautiful temple. Thank you. Our bodies are infinite intelligence, and when we repair the relationship between our physical bodies and ourselves, they start to honor and feel called to do whatever you ask of them. You are the commander of your vessel. And so speak whatever you want to and allow your body to receive that message. And watch as your body reacts and responds and starts to become this vessel that is more tuned in and connected with pure consciousness, allowing in more light, allowing in more source energy and rising the vibration, allowing the beautiful, beautiful vitality to come within our hearts and every essence of our being. May those feeling this divine love begin to imagine Mother Earth holding that visual, beautiful blue watery planet in your mind's eye now. And go ahead and wrap your hands around it like you're holding the planet here with your chakra, your hand chakras. We're going to send that love that we created in our bodies out into the world now. We're going to start visualizing the whole entire United States. And I want you to allow yourself, people, to pop into your mind. And as they do, send them love. So beautiful people here on Maui. Lauren, Paul, Nico, I send so much love to you. And start to expand your energy from wherever you are, expanding it out. And wherever you travel in the United States, I send love to you, Anita, Scott, Beth, Parkland, Jody, Jennifer, Ty, Mary, Renee. See if I have anyone else. Paul, Nell, Warren. And just allow yourself to send love to those people in your life. Maybe people are your family or friends. And just make the intention that they are receiving this love now, because in the quantum it travels instantly. Do you feel it? As we continue to expand outward, making our way to the rest of the world, Asia, Antarctica, Africa, the UK, all the way in South America, and continuing to expand this love light, sending this love to all our divine family here on planet Earth. And may those suffering be showered in this energetic magnificence. May those caught in the fight be set free. May those people who are suffering and entrapped in their situations find peace in their heart, allowing peace and light into their souls. We send this energy to you now. May you receive it. Let's vow to perceive our greatness and co-create a world filled with harmony and boundless love. Again, now expanding this intense energy onto our entire planet, creating ripples into our cosmic field. I accept and love all parts of myself, and I honor them fully. My body is divine, infinite intelligence. I trust the messages I receive. Every time you love your body, you're honoring the planet. Every time you make an intention, it translates to the whole. If you imagine that Mother Earth is a giant brain and we're all neurons, can you imagine what our collective co-creation would be like if we were all offering this amazing unconditional love to ourselves? It's okay to go out and get involved in the community, but remember this simple fact that you are doing enough if you are fully honoring yourself. When you are in alignment with your heart center, you're more powerful than millions of people who aren't. So if you feel the need to go out and get involved and rebel and protest and get involved in the water and get involved in the physical plane, I invite you to stay in alignment as you do so. But you are doing enough by just being in your authentic truth and being connected in your divine power. You are enough. And I love you so very much. Now, the beautiful water just received all of that. I would love to prepare to take a sip together. Now, this first sip is going to ask the waters to purify, clear, release all energetics that do not serve us. I allow the water to clear my physical body with any stuck energies that do not serve me. And let's take a sip together. Are you ready? All right, go ahead. Oh, if you're prompted to cry, please cry, because the water is working with you to help you release, to help you purify, to help you free yourself from trauma signatures, grief, conditioning, programming. Allow that beautiful vulnerability in those tears to just release themselves. It's okay to feel. It's beautiful. Thank you, water. Thank you. Every time I honor myself and the release of these emotions, I'm honoring the planet. I'm honoring, allowing our sacred waters to flow through us. We are Earth. Allow yourself to purge and feel whatever is coming through for you right now. You can just feel it. We don't need to think about it. Just breathe and let those beautiful tears flow. Vulnerability is so beautiful because it connects us with our authentic truth. So let's take another sip together with the intention this time of fully receiving all of those beautiful words that we intended into our water. The abundance, the bliss, the joy, all of it. I am now willing to receive and claim my full power. I claim my birthright now. Oh, yes. Do you feel it? Do you feel it? I sure feel it. So I do want to hear from you in the chat about your experience, but I also want to invite you now to take a portion of the water that you blessed to a natural water source. It can be a river. It can be the bottom of a tree bed, maybe one of your favorite trees in your backyard. It can be an ocean. It can be a lake. It can be the street and the sewers if that's all that you have access to. And I want you to offer some of your water to the natural state, because the intention, remember, water holds its memory. And the work that we did here today, the work that we're doing here on this collective, will now send into Earth's sacred waters. It's going to intermingle. It's going to start to dance and flow. And if you're feeling the dance and the flow, let it go. But the intention as you make this offering to beautiful Mother Gaia is allow the purification and the release of all things that are blocking me from my highest potential. Allowing Mother Earth to receive your divine intention. You are seen. You are heard. You are loved. You are appreciated. You are held. You are guided. You are taken care of. I love you so much, and I'm so grateful to see all of you that have tuned in today. And some of you I've never met, and some of you I haven't seen in a really long time. And it's so beautiful to see the new and the old and us all intermixing here in the quantum now to perceive the timeline of our greatest desires together. We are creating the new earth. Go into your universe and use that beautiful imagination to see the truth, to see the timeline that you perceive. You get a choice in how this world comes together. You are very important in the co-creation of our next plane of existence. Breathe life into what you desire most. Financial freedom, abundance for all. There's no competition between you or I or me or them, because we all have enough. There's enough that every single one of us could get everything we've ever wanted or desired. Period. Claim it. I now claim my full divine birthright. You deserve everything that you've ever needed or wanted. You are worthy. You are loved. Oh my goodness, that was so amazing. I would like you to share or any questions. The chat is now open. Please feel free to ask whatever it is, because this is maybe something different for some of you. But the dream circle is to take us into those beautiful aspects of ourselves that maybe we don't know yet. And I would love to be your guide into that world, the world of the unseen, the world of deep knowingness, deep trust, deep intuition, of our beautiful full moon, activating that intuitive divine light. So please feel free to engage in the chat. I'd love to hear how you're feeling now. I'd love to hear if any of you had a release of sorts when we took that first sip together. Beautiful. You are very welcome. The question is, do you work with sacred geometry and other elements? Yes. Particularly water is why I came into this timeline. I'm from Andromeda constellation, my original origin point. And my most recent incarnation to this planet was from the Mintaka. Mintaka's in Orion's belt. And these two places are water planets, along with the Sirians. And so my gifts to this world are through the emotions, emotional mastery. But alchemy through fire, and playing with the wind and earth, of course, is a huge part of it. They all of the elements like to play together. Oh, you saw a rainbow, feeling a whole lot of love. Beautiful. Tingling fingers, yes. Allow that beautiful tingling energy to shower your whole body, Renee. Thank you. That was so beautiful. Thank you for being a part of it. I feel knowing and momentum. Yes.